The tense relationship between Donald Trump and Senator Ted Cruz is sizzling. The two GOP candidates trading blows, and today Donald Trump releasing his first attack ad aimed directly at Senator Cruz.
I want immigration reform to pass, and that allows those who are here illegally to come in out of the shadows.
That amendment would have allowed undocumented immigrants to remain in the U.S. permanently and obtain legal status. So how do you square that circle?
Actually, Brett, it wouldn't have.
But not to be outdone, Senator Cruz releasing his own ad aimed right back at Donald Trump.
Eminent domain, fancy term for politicians seizing private property to enrich the fat cats who bankroll them, like Trump.
I think eminent domain is wonderful.
It made him rich, like when Trump colluded with Atlantic City insiders to bulldoze the home of an elderly widow for a limousine parking lot at his casino.
He doesn't have no heart, that man.
Trump won't change the system. He's what's wrong with it.
The On the Record political panel is back. Townhall.com's Guy Benson and from the Washington Times, Stephen Dinan. Guy, is that a draw?
I don't think so. I mean, the eminent domain attack on Trump affects me. I'm not a huge fan of Trump to begin with, and maybe you're trying to corrode Trump's appeal as the everyman who looks out for the little guy, because a lot of his business dealings did not. But I think overall, the Trump attack on Cruz, which, by the way, the Rubio campaign says, thank you very much. They've been trying to make an issue of Cruz's inconsistency on legalization for weeks now. It didn't get much traction. Now Trump is dredging up the same videos from 2013. I think that lands a harder punch.
Stephen?
Look, two things. First of all, it's interesting we are still talking about immigration. It sort of backs up what Congresswoman Bachmann was saying earlier. This issue does matter for Republican primary voters. Specifically on comparing the two ads, look, if you're Ted Cruz and you have to begin your ad with a definition of what eminent domain means, you're probably losing that fight. There's absolutely a very good story there to tell. We're going to become more familiar with the woman that was shown in there. Vera Coker is her name, who fought Trump on this limousine parking lot, essentially. There's a good story there to tell, but that ad doesn't get it done. What we're learning from this is Donald Trump does know how to do negative ads, and it shouldn't surprise us, but that's a pretty good ad.
You know, it's interesting that immigration is such a big, important issue, but still, I still don't understand why jobs is not, I mean, I don't hear much about jobs.
Well, they tie immigration to jobs. I mean, that's the whole,
right.
that's the whole Trump story there. And Cruz,
and national security.
That's right. So it's hitting the two biggest issues, right? They're using immigration as a proxy to say, I'm looking out for you, both on the economy and also on national defense.
Is there anything that Governor Jeb Bush can do, or Governor Kasich, or any...
Hope that the other guys stumble and that everybody turns to a non-Trump candidate and they're the only guys left, because they've tried everything they can to actually stand out on their own, and it's not working.
They have to surprise in New Hampshire, big surprise, and get some attention that way.
And that might actually happen, because we see the polls. I've seen two polls, one with Governor Kasich doing particularly well, Donald Trump still winning, and one with Governor Christie doing well. We
saw that with Christie, though, earlier, and he's now, some of them have him falling back again. So, look, we're going to keep testing non-Trump candidates.
Well, it's going to be interesting, especially the next 8 days or so. Anyway, Guy, Steve, thank you very much.